Captain, everyone's aboard. Cabin is secure.
Hey, Itai, it's going great. Ready for another adventure in the skies.
Absolutely. Please request the IFR clearance to Beirut.
I'll get our IFR clearance to Beirut now. GMA clearance, Clipper 110. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have Bravo.
Clipper 110, cleared to Beirut, Rafik Hariri via the Eklos 8 Mike departure. Initial climb 4,000. Departure on 130.9er, squawk 3756, and we have to change your departure runway to 34 left.
Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to another Pan American Boeing 707 stream as we continue our journey around the world, 1960s era. Today's episode 3. We've already crossed the Atlantic from New York to London, and then continued to south and eastbound to Rome. Tonight we're leaving Europe behind and departing Rome Fiumicino, bound to Beirut, Lebanon, taking us east around the Mediterranean and into the Middle East. Another step on Pan Am's enormous global network during the golden age of the jet clipper. We're expecting about 2 hours and 40 minutes in the air today. As usual, I'll be flying the 707 using real-world procedures whenever possible, together with period-style navigation. And once we're established in cruise, I'll mostly leave you with the sounds and atmosphere of the flight. So welcome aboard episode 3 eastbound Rome to Beirut. It's 1963 based on real timetables from that time. And we have a passenger full 707 waiting for us at Fiumicino. Let's get ready for Beirut. We're almost ready. We'll just use St. Tension's AI as always for the crew, and everyone should be ready. So grab a drink and enjoy the flight. Right, we have our clearance. Boarding is complete. Hey, are we ready to close the doors?
We're ready to close the doors, Captain.
Fantastic. Clear to close, arm the slides, and we'll be out of here soon.
Cabin is secure and the slides are being armed now, Captain.
Alright, let's get the before start. Actually, before start, we'll get the data sheet real quick.
Preparing to push.
Thank you. And now let's see the takeoff. Based on the real situation here right now. Actually, let's get rid of this text over here that's stuck in here. It says. Alrighty, so we're departing 3-4 left. We already have our clearance.
Ground to flight deck. Bypass. Pin inserted. Stand by for pushback.
Thank you. Right, it is a long runway with 12,800 feet of runway. For our conditions right now, it's a flap 14 takeoff. Stop trim is 0.1. Dump time is 0 because we're fairly light. And then normal EPR is 185. Initial climb is 160, and go around is 182. So roughly the same. We need almost 6,000 feet, and as we established, we have almost twice that. Departing runway 34 left. Let's see, 29 degrees, 1013. Is that the current one? Let's check. Let's see. Right now, wind 290 at 8. Good visibility, scattered 2000. 29 degrees. QNH 1010. Okay, I can't change that here apparently, but I will change that here. 1010, that is all correct. And let's see, CG is 30.8 with 0 headwind. That's what we're planning this. Let's set the bugs. We'll set the trim as well. And in that case, if everything is ready, let's do the before start.
Before start checklist. Battery switch. On. Emergency exit lights. Armed. Passenger signs. Is set to on. Emergency flaps. Guard closed and on. Anti-skid switch. On. Spoiler and rudder test guards. Closed. Compass controllers. Slaved. Instrument source switch. Set to instrument. Attitude source switch. Set to 1. Transponder is set to on. Transponder altitude reporting. Set to 1. Weather radar mode. Set to standby. Yaw damper. Checked and on. Window heat. Set to low. Engine start levers. Cut off. Parking brake. Set. Rudder and aileron trim. Free and 0. Fuel boost pumps. On. Crossfeed selectors 1, 3, and 4. Is closed. Crossfeed selector 2. Open. Air conditioning. Off. Galley power. Off. Start pressure. Available. Wheel well light. Off. Beacon and navigation lights. On. Wing isolation valves. Open. Engine starter guards. Is open.
Alrighty. I think we are fully ready with the all the doors closed and locked. Actually, no. We'll now close them. And we should now be fully ready finally. Alrighty, I guess it is time to get out of here. Please request push and start.
Let's get ready for pushback, Captain.
Contact.
Mike, ready for push and start. Jim Ground, Clipper 110, requesting pushback from the stand. I'll go ahead and contact ground for you.
Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike, pushback approved.
Roger, pushback approved. Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike.
Clipper 110, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Cool. That means nose to the left.
Ground to flight deck. Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, parking brake released, clear to push.
Ground to flight deck. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, start sequences 3, 4, 2, 1. Starting 3.
Engine start valve open. %, N2, lever to start. Oil pressure rising. Starter release. %,
Ryanair 4 Juliet
lever
Kilo
to
ready
idle.
for taxi.
Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo, taxi to holding point runway 34 left via November Golf
Stabilize.
Hotel Alpha Alpha Kilo.
Taxi to holding point
Anthony
runway
Leo,
34
welcome
left
aboard.
via November Golf, Hotel Alpha Alpha Kilo Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo.
Ground to flight deck. Please set parking brakes.
Alright, parking brake set. We're still starting the engine, but you can disconnect the tug. Okay, start engine 4.
Engine start valve open.
Ground Condor 8 Romeo X-ray, taxi to the gate.
Condor 8 Romeo X-ray, taxi to parking via Delta
15%
Delta, Charlie
N2,
Delta,
lever to
Charlie
start.
Delta, Echo Golf, Echo Bravo.
Delta Delta, Charlie Delta, Charlie Delta, Echo Golf, Echo Bravo, Condor 8 Romeo X-ray.
Oil pressure rising.
Ryanair 9
Starter
Mike, ready
release.
to taxi.
Ground to flight deck. Bypass pin removed.
Thank you.
Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike,
50% N2,
taxi to
lever
holding
to
point
idle.
runway 34 left via Charlie Foxtrot Hotel Alpha
Idle.
Alpha Kilo.
Taxi to holding point runway 34 left via Charlie Foxtrot, Hotel Alpha Alpha Kilo Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike.
I got the tug, the Cobra, and here's the wave with the pin. Fantastic. Okay, way back.
Ground
Looks
to
like a good
flight
engine.
deck.
Starting
Tug
engine 2.
disconnected. Ground crew clear of aircraft. Have a
Engine
good
start
flight.
valve
Thank
open.
you very much, everyone. That looks bad. Well, it doesn't trigger a delay.
15% N2, lever to start.
Never start. Okay, I guess they did take off. I don't know. It looked bad. I hope it's not going to be causing a delay or a change
Oil
of
pressure
runway.
rising.
Well, we finished starting
Starter release.
the engines. Just share real quick what we're going to do. We are right next to the runway. It's basically going to be
50% N2. Lever to idle.
lever to idle. We are going to taxi straight ahead and then to the left, and that's the beginning of 3-4 left. This is an RNM SID. We cannot do that, but what we can do is basically maintain max 230 knots initially, make that turn to basically a downwind, eventually intercept radial what looks like 160, which is the extension of the runway to Eklos. Flight level 80 or above. Right now we got flight level 40 or 4,000 rather. Let's start it.
Qatari 27 Golf ready for pushing.
And then we
Engine
are
start
going
valve.
to
Qatari
from
27
around
Golf
that
clear for
area.
push and start.
I'm basically going direct to the first VR, which
Pushback
is
approved, Qatari 27 Golf.
let me see real quick.
15% N2. Lever to start.
Lever to start. To start. And
Oil
and that
pressure rising.
first VR is Sorrento, which we are going to capture.
Starter
And
release.
this is waypoint 2 on our INS. So that's the plan in general.
50% N2. Lever to idle.
Lever to idle. Yep, just waiting on the last engine to spool up. Anthony says it would be interesting if it were possible to actually fly the flight fully automatically, and the simmer could assume only the job of the flight engineer. Yeah, interesting. I think this is not too complex of an add-on. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that technically complicated to do as a shared cockpit pretty soon. But we'll see. I'm on my own. And I actually like flying, so it's kind of fun for me to let the flight engineer to deal with the systems while we are kind of enjoying the flying. Let's do the after start procedure checklist.
Engine start switches. Off and guarded. Engine start levers. Set to idle. APU bleed valve. Closed. Engine generators. Checked and on. Essential power selector. Set to 3. Engine 2, 3, and 4 turbo compressors. Started and checked. Galley power.
Mount
Set
Eagle
and on.
331 contact tower on
Fuel boost pumps.
127.625.
Is set to on.
Switching to tower.
AC
Mount
auxiliary
Eagle
pump 2.
331.
Is on. Hydraulic pumps. Checked and on. Interconnect valve is turned off. Air conditioning turned on. APU master switch off. Doors verify closed. After start checklist completed.
See what I mean? It's so nice. It like he knows his flows, and then all we gotta do is fly the airplane and basically enjoy navigating around the world, which I love doing. Yeah, I believe pretty much said it's not too terrible of a taxi, but also yeah, it's right here. So please contact ground and request taxi.
I'll contact ground for taxi clearance to runway 34 left. Heavy ground, Clipper 110, requesting taxi clearance to runway 34 left. We have information, Charlie.
Expecting Victor.
Clipper 110. Taxi to holding point runway 34 left via Whiskey, Kilo, Yankee, Alpha, Alpha Kilo.
Runway 34 left. Whiskey Kilo, Yankee Alpha, Alpha Kilo. Clipper 110.
Okay, so it's Whiskey, Yankee, Alpha, Alpha Kilo. Fantastic. Clear left. Clear right. And here we go. Taxi light on.
Iberia 06 Zulu Mike, ready to push.
And let's go.
Iberia 06 Zulu Mike, push approved.
Pushback approved, Iberia 06 Zulu Mike.
It's not that heavy today. Because this airplane can do so much more than we did with it right now. Oh, we are definitely clear of all the ground equipment. Let's just wait until we cross that road. We're definitely clear of this one. Let's set flaps 14. Back controls check.
Ryanair
Full up.
312 Lima, ready to push.
Full down. Full left.
Ryanair 312 Lima, push
Full
approved.
right.
Pushback approved, Ryanair
They
312
wanted
Lima.
us on this guy. Right here. Oh, is that Kilo? Let the flying engineer do the taxi checks.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights is on. Essential power selector set to 3. Probe heat on. Transponder on. Speed brake lever.
Saudi
Full flow.
208 ready for push.
Galley power on.
Saudi 208
Fuel
cleared for
boost
push and
pumps
start.
is on.
Pushback approved.
Fuel
Saudi
meters.
208.
Off. Flaps.
So long
Set to
line of
14
Ryanair's here.
green lights. Stabilizer trim. Set to 0.1
Iberia
units.
06 Zulu Mike, ready to taxi.
Set to 10.
Iberia 06
Taxi
Zulu
checklist.
Mike, taxi to holding point,
Completed.
runway 34 left via November
We'll wait
Hotel,
for the
Hotel
before
Alpha,
takeoff
Alpha
because that
Kilo.
essentially kills the
Taxi to holding point,
Um,
runway 34 left via November Hotel,
air
Hotel Alpha,
conditioning to
Alpha
the
Kilo,
cabin.
Iberia 06
I don't
Zulu
want to do
Mike.
it right now. And we still
Ryanair
have a little bit of a line to all these Ryanairs.
Ryanair 312 Lima,
Clear right, clear
taxi
left.
to holding point, runway 34 left via November Zulu, Hotel
This is
Alpha,
Alpha,
Alpha Kilo.
turns into Alpha Kilo at the very end.
Taxi to holding point, runway 34 left via November Zulu, Hotel Alpha, Alpha Kilo, Ryanair 312 Lima.
Qatari 27 Golf contact tower on
we pretty much take our time.
127.625.
Oh, yeah,
Tower
this
on
Qatari is a heavy.
127.65, Qatari 27
So
Golf.
it's going to be a long while after he took off until the medium ones can take off. That's just the way it is sometimes. The jet age is definitely here.
Ryanair 900 might give way to the Qatari A350.
We'll give way to the Qatari 350, Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike.
When we're next in line for departure, run before takeoff. Performance is checked and good.
Ryanair 9 Zulu might contact
Briefing,
tower
I
on
have nothing to add to.
127.625.
Going to tower, Ryanair 9 Zulu
Runway
Mike.
heading is 339, and like I said, it's left turn with maximum
Clipper 110,
230.
contact tower on 127.625. Bye-bye.
Contacting tower on 127.625, Clipper 110.
Shouldn't have taxied with this
Ham tower,
line mode,
Clipper
but it's
110. Good afternoon.
It looks
Holding
okay.
short, 34 left, ready for departure.
Clipper 110, Puma Tower, runway 34 left, hold short. You're number 4 behind the 737.
number 4. So 1 just took off, I'm assuming 2, 3, and we are number 4. Usually number 1 would be the one holding short. But I guess we understood. This is Alpha Kilo, which is the intersection we were assigned. We're perfectly good with it. They're lining up. It will be a standing takeoff. At least in the beginning. At some point we will have to start moving and run. Sorry, that was a terrible bad joke.
Qatari 27 Golf, contact departure.
Departure, Qatari 27 Golf, see you. Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo short of 25, ready for departure.
Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo, runway 25, winds 230 at 11, cleared for takeoff.
So they're alternating runway 34 left and runway 25 departures.
25 cleared for takeoff.
Guess that's
Ryanair
realistic.
4 Juliet Kilo, thanks.
Before takeoff procedure checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Air compressor 3 is turned off. Coolant air valve selector. Set to temperature control. Pressurization mode selector. Set for takeoff. Transponder on. Weather radar mode set to normal. Engine start switches. Set to flight start.
Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike, contact departure.
On. Landing
Switching to
lights.
departure, Ryanair 9 Zulu Mike.
Extended and on.
Brake set.
Before takeoff checklist. Completed.
Clipper 110, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Clipper 110.
Strobe lights. Flight attendants, please take your seats for takeoff. Responder and radar, everything's good. Finance cleared, you got the clearance. Stop bar was off.
Approaching
Clipper 110, runway 34 left, winds 290 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, winds out of the left.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Clipper 110.
My best alignment, but we'll make it work during the run. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the clock.
on runway 34 left remaining. 2,400 feet.
Set takeoff thrust.
Setting takeoff power.
Release the brakes. Go.
V1. Rotate.
Saudia 208, number 116, right ready.
Saudia 208, winds 230 at 11, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
16 right, cleared for takeoff, Saudi 208.
Clipper 110, contact Rome departure on 130.9er.
Contacting Rome departure on 130.9er, Clipper 110. Rome departure, Clipper 110. Good afternoon, climbing through 1000 on Eklos 8 Mike.
Clipper 110, Rome departure identified. Climb flight level 120 direct Romeo Foxtrot 802.
Climb flight level 120 direct RF 802, Clipper 110.
Clipper 110, traffic at your 12 o'clock 2 miles at 2,507.37.
Looking Clipper 110.
250 flaps up selected.
Clipper 110, contact Rome radar on 132.525.
Contacting Rome radar on 132.525, Clipper 110.
A little bit of weather over there. Accelerating to 250.
Rome radar, Clipper 110. Good afternoon, climbing through 4000 for flight level 120 on Eklos 8 Mike.
Clipper 110, Rome radar identified. Good afternoon, Rome QNH 1018. Climb flight level 200.
Rome QNH 1018, climbing flight level 200, Clipper 110.
Device 398 Echo identified.
200 set. And basically, I'm just waiting to get a little bit away from the final here.
Loud and clear.
But we are going direct to that VOR over there. Ish. There we go. We'll wait a little bit and intercept that.
Ryanair 5842 when ready, descend to flight level 180.
Let's get the gear off. And after takeoff procedure and checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up and set to off. Engine start switches. Off and guarded. Pneumatics. Set.
That's 10,000.
Temperature controllers.
We're ready
Set
over
to automatic.
transition
Air
altitude.
compressor 3. On. After takeoff checklist. Completed.
10,000 feet. Taxi lights as well. Fantastic. Trim it a little bit down. Let's get the autopilot on.
Austrian 555, descend to flight level 190 at your discretion.
Descending to flight level 190, Austrian 555.
Actually accelerate to 300 knots, which is what we are going to do. About 5 degrees pitch up works for me. Let's get the extension back to neutral. Further down. It's about 3 degrees pitch. Be good.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet, flight level 360.
Nice. Alrighty, let's take a look here quickly at the flight plan. Where is
Clipper 110, climb flight level 270.
Climbing flight level 270, Clipper 110.
flight level 270? Go. Speed is accelerating pretty nicely. We are going direct to that VOR, which is right here. It's a Sorrento. Let's see if I can actually pull up. Oh, there it is. Flights.
Aero Manager 331, climbing flight level 180.
And then number 2 is Sorrento 40349.
One identified.
Do 0.2, 99 miles away. Does that stand to reason? Yep, 99 miles away with the DME. Fantastic. Now let's see what this looks like.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet, slow to 270 knots.
That looks good, so let's bind it here as well.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet.
Very good. Cool, I think we're clear of the weather as well. Put it here just to have this kind of like moving map, but anyway, basically flying to cruising altitude of level 330, right now 27. We are passing 18. We're clear of all the weather we suspected before. Let's just do a final tune-up of the weather radar, but we can absolutely get the seat belts now smoking off. Oh, it's the altitude hold. I don't want that.
Contact 1528, contact center on 121.075. Good afternoon.
That's looking good.
121.075, center 1528.
Clipper 110, climb flight level 330.
Climbing flight level 330, Clipper 110.
330 set. Fantastic. Guys, I'm done chewing your ear off. Basically now we're rejoining our route from Sorrento VOR. We're flying along routes with multiple waypoints, but it's basically VOR to VOR. I'm going to let the INS navigate this, but we can always revert to VORs if we need to. Let's see, the route today is 2 hours and 40 minutes in the air, which means we have about, 2 hours and 40 in the air from takeoff to touchdown, and we're now airborne for about 10 minutes, so we're expecting about 2 hours and 30 from now. So in about 2 hours I'm going to start preparing the arrival to start our descent roughly 25 minutes prior to touchdown. Enjoy the flight and the views, guys. I'm definitely gonna get myself a meal. Hey, how's it going?
Of course, Captain. We're climb altituding through 10,000 feet now, and the cabin crew is preparing for service shortly.
Sounds good. Before you get out to service with the passengers, can you quickly bring me some coffee and my meal? Yeah, before the service, can you please bring me some coffee and my meal?
We'll bring your coffee and meal to the flight deck now.
Aero Amanesa 331, descend to flight level 170, pilot's discretion.
Out of flight level 210 for flight level 170, Aero Amanesa 331.
Still on, and we will be starting our service shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Aero Manager 331, slow to Mach 0.76.
Maintaining Mach 0.76, Aero Manager 331.
Aero Amanesa 331, contact center on 121.075.
Switching to 121.075, Aero Amanesa 331.
Captain, here's your coffee and meal.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the service.
Of course, Captain.
Quebec 27 Golf, flight level 180 for flight level 200.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Quebec 27 Golf, Rome radar center identified.
The seatbelt sign is still on, and we will be starting our service shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Malta 6131 at flight level 200.
Wiz Malta 6131 identified. Good afternoon. Quebec 27 Golf, climb to flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Quebec 27 Golf.
Rome radar center, Saudia 208, climbing flight level 170 for flight level 200.
Saudia 208 identified.
$1,000 to go.
Contact 52 Delta Echo, contact center on 121.075. Good afternoon.
Over to center on 121.075, Sunturk 52 Delta Echo.
Nipper 110, contact Brindisi radar on 136.65.
Contacting Brindisi radar on 136.65, Clipper 110.
Dear guests, we are now cruising at a comfortable altitude. The
Brindisi
cabin
radar,
crew will
Clipper
begin descent
110.
of the service
Good
shortly.
afternoon, climbing
Please
through
regard
flight level
sandwiches,
330 for
refreshing
flight level
beverages.
330.
After the service, selected items
Clipper
from the Pan Am
110,
shop will
Brindisi
be
radar
available for
identified.
you to
Good
browse.
afternoon.
Thank you for flying with us.
Quebec 27 Golf, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Quebec 27 Golf.
Clipper 110, contact Rome radar on 132.525.
Contacting Rome radar on 132.525, Clipper 110. Rome radar, Clipper 110. Good afternoon at flight level 330.
Nipper 110, Rome radar identified Buon pomeriggio. Emirates 6 Alpha Lima, contact center on 121.075 so long.
Center 121.075, good afternoon, Emirates 6 Alpha Lima.
Saudia 208, continue climb to flight level 280.
Flight level 290 for flight level 280, Saudia 208.
Clipper 110, contact Brindisi radar on 136.65.
Contacting Brindisi radar on 136.65, Clipper 110. Brindisi radar, Clipper 110, good afternoon at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Brindisi radar identified. Ciao. Creed 921, contact center on 121.075.
121.075, Air Creed 921.
Hey, Captain, would you like anything to drink or a small snack?
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet, continue climb to flight level 400.
Flight level 400, Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet, descend to flight level 320 at your discretion.
Leaving for flight level 320, Lufthansa 3 Yankee Juliet.
Saudia 208, descend to flight level 300, pilot's discretion.
Descending to flight level 300, Saudia 208.
Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo, when ready descend to flight level 140.
Leaving for flight level 140, Ryanair 4 Juliet Kilo. Brindisi Radar Center, Ryanair 312 Lima, flight level 170 or flight level 200.
Ryanair 312 Lima identified. Good afternoon. Clipper 110, contact Brindisi Center on 121.075.
Contacting Brindisi Center on 121.075, Clipper 110.
Ryanair 5842, descend flight level 130.
Descending flight
flight level 130, Ryanair 5842.
Brindisi Center, Clipper 110. Good afternoon at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Brindisi Center, identified, Benvenuto. Saudi 208, traffic 2 o'clock 15 miles, traffic opposite direction at flight level 320.
Looking Saudi 208.
Sunturk 52, Delta Echo, climb to flight level 360, report level.
Flight level 360, Sunturk 52, Delta Echo.
Air Creek 921, descend to flight level 320 at your discretion.
Descending flight level 320, Air Creek 921.
GN4 Mike India, center identified. Sunturk 52 Delta Echo, contact Zagreb control radar on 122.53, so long.
Switching to 122.53, Sunturk 52 Delta Echo.
Saudi 208, climb flight level 360.
Over flight level 200 from flight level 360, Saudi 208.
The GN65 Romeo, climb to flight level 400.
Leaving flight level 370 for flight level 400, the GN65 Romeo.
LL321, contact Rome Radar Center on 123.905. Good evening.
Over to Rome Radar Center on 123.905, LL321.
Saudi 208, continue descent to flight level 300.
Moving flight level 243, flight level 300, Saudi 208.
Center, Delta 017, flight level 370.
Delta 017 identified. Clipper 110, contact Brindisi radar on 136.65.
Contacting Brindisi radar on 136.65, Clipper 110.
Scandinavian 44 Alpha, descend to flight level 270.
Brindisi radar, Clipper 110, good evening at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Brindisi radar identified. Good evening.
Leaving for flight level 270, Scandinavian 44 Alpha. Cedar Jet 242, flight level 360.
Cedar Jet 242, good evening. Scandinavian 44 Alpha, continue descent to flight level 240.
Leaving flight level 280 for flight level 240, Scandinavian 44 Alpha.
Clipper 110, contact Athens Center on 131.33.
Contacting Athens Center on 131.33, Clipper 110.
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, climb to flight level 360.
Athens Center, Clipper 110. Good evening. At flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Athens Center, identified, calibrati.
Flight level 360, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Condor 4 Papa Tango, traffic 10 o'clock, 12 miles, crossing left to right, a heavy Boeing 777 at flight level 350.
Tally on the traffic, Condor 4 Papa Tango.
Athens Center, Quebec 27 Golf with you, flight level 340.
Quebec 27 Golf, Athens Center, identified. Suntour 1528, descend flight level 320, pilot's discretion.
Leaving for flight level 320, Suntour 1528.
Speedbird 65 Lima Golf, climb to flight level 320, report level...
Flight level 320, Speedbird 65 Lima Golf.
Israel 345, climb to flight level 360.
Out of flight level 350 for flight level 360, Israel 345.
Center, Aircrew 6 Echo Victor out of flight level 270 for flight level 140.
Aircrew 6 Echo Victor, roger. Aircrew 3 Mike X-ray, climb to flight level 400.
Leaving flight level 370 for flight level 400, Aircrew 3 Mike X-ray.
Aircrew 3 Mike X-ray, descend to flight level 330 at your discretion.
Out of flight level 370 for flight level 330, Aircrew 3 Mike X-ray.
Speedbird 65 Lima Golf, contact Tirana Control on 127.505 so long.
Switching to 127.505, Speedbird 65 Lima Golf.
Ryanair 11 Lima Romeo, contact Rome Radar Center on 123.905.
Rome Radar Center, 123.905. Good evening, Ryanair 11 Lima Romeo.
Lufthansa 3, Charlie Kilo, best speed, Mach decimal 76.
Boeing to Mach decimal 76, Lufthansa 3 Charlie Kilo.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie Kilo identified. Good evening.
Athens Center, Quebec 27 Golf with you, flight level 340.
Quebec 27 Golf, good evening.
Athens Center, Saudia 208 with you at flight level 340.
Saudia 208 identified.
Uniform 143 with you, flight level 350.
Uniform 143, roger.
Aircrete 921, continue descend to flight level 210.
Out of flight level 230 for flight level 210, Aircrete 921.
Condor 3 Mike Hotel, when ready, descend to flight level 320.
Leaving flight level 360 for flight level 320, Condor 3 Mike Hotel.
Clipper 110, contact Athens Center on 124.625.
Contacting Athens Center on 124.625, Clipper 110. Athens Center, Clipper 110. Good evening with you. Flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Athens Center identified. Good evening. Condor 3 Mike Hotel, continue descent to flight level 300.
Descending to flight level 300, Condor 3 Mike Hotel.
Jet 242 at flight level 360.
CedarJet 242, good evening.
Athens Center, Air Haifa 704 at flight level 250.
Air Haifa 704, roger. Under 8 Hotel Foxtrot, best speed, Mach decimal 84.
Mach decimal 84 on the speed, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Condor 3 Mike Hotel, descend flight level 270.
Leaving flight level 300 for flight level 270, Condor 3 Mike Hotel.
AG 962, climb to flight level 240.
Moving flight level 210 for flight level 240, Aegean 962.
Condor 3 Mike Hotel, descend flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Condor 3 Mike Hotel.
Condor 4 Papa Tango, descend to flight level 280, pilot's discretion.
Flight level 280, Condor 4 Papa Tango.
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, descend flight level 300, pilot's discretion.
Descending flight level 300, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Clipper 110, contact Macedonia Center on 133.655.
Contacting Macedonia Center on 133.655, Clipper 110. Macedonia Center, Clipper 110. Good evening, with you flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Macedonia Center identified. Kalispera. Condor 4 Papa Tango, descend to flight level 240.
Descending flight level 240, Condor 4 Papa Tango.
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, continue descent to flight level 270.
Descending flight level 270, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Condor 3 Mike Hotel, traffic 11 o'clock, 10 miles, crossing left to right, a Boeing 737 at flight level 180.
Looking for the traffic, Condor 3 Mike Hotel.
Clipper 110, contact Athens Center on 124.625.
Contacting Athens Center on 124.625, Clipper 110. Athens Center, Clipper 110. Good evening at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Athens Center identified. Good evening. Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, descend flight level 250.
Down to flight level 250, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
4 Papa Tango, continue descent to flight level 140.
Flight level 200 for flight level 140, Condor 4 Papa Tango.
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, continue descent to flight level 220.
Down to flight level 220, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, descend to flight level 190.
Down to flight level 190, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Hey, Captain, would you like anything to drink or a small snack?
Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, descend flight level 160.
Descending to flight level 160, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot. Athens Center, Edelweiss 346, Mike with you, flight level 360.
Edelweiss 346 Mike identified. Good evening. Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot, continue descent to flight level 130.
Descending flight level 130, Condor 8 Hotel Foxtrot.
Tango 770, descend to flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Tango 770.
Condor 8 Alpha Tango, traffic 10 o'clock, 10 miles, traffic same direction at flight level 320.
Negative contact, Condor 8 Alpha Tango.
Condor 8 Alpha Tango, when ready, descend to flight level 280.
Leaving for flight level 280, Condor 8 Alpha Tango.
Ryanair 18 Mike Delta, descend flight level 320, pilot's discretion.
Out of flight level 360 for flight level 320, Ryanair 18 Mike Delta.
Athens Center, Israel 562 at flight level 170.
Israel 562 identified.
Condor 8 Alpha Tango, continue descent to flight level 240.
Descending to flight level 240, Condor 8 Alpha Tango.
Ryanair 18 Mike Delta, descend flight level 290.
Down to flight level 290, Ryanair 18 Mike Delta.
Alpine 37 Bravo Alpha, contact Cairo Control on 124.7, good evening.
Over to Cairo Control on 124.7, Alpine 37 Bravo Alpha.
Clipper 110, contact Athens Center on 125.2.
Contacting Athens Center on 125.2, Clipper 110. Athens Center, Clipper 110. Good evening, at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Athens Center identified. Kali F. Dumada. Edelweiss 346 Mike, descend to flight level 280, pilot's discretion.
Leaving for flight level 280, Edelweiss 346 Mike.
Ryanair 18 Mike Delta, descend flight level 210.
Leaving flight level 270 for flight level 210, Ryanair 18 Mike Delta.
Athens Center, Egyptair 779, flight level 330.
Egyptair 779, Athens Center identified.
Echo 391, flight level 330.
Echo 391 identified. Edelweiss 346 Mike, descend flight level 170.
Descending flight level 170, Edelweiss 346 Mike.
Ryanair 18 Mike Delta, descend flight level 150.
Descending flight level 150, Ryanair 18 Mike Delta. Air Cairo 2961 at flight level 320.
Air Cairo 2961 identified. Air Cairo 2961, when ready, descend to flight level 270.
Leaving flight level 290 for flight level 270, Air Cairo 2961.
Tango 770, contact Cairo Control on 124.7, good evening.
Control 124.7, good evening, Tango 770.
Air Cairo 2961, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles, crossing left to right, a heavy Boeing 777 at flight level 230.
Traffic in sight, Air Cairo 2961.
Air Cairo 2961, descend to flight level 230.
Leaving flight level 250 for flight level 230, Air Cairo 2961.
Athens Center, LL289, flight level 350.
LL289, good evening.
Athens Center, Echo 545 at flight level 370.
Echo 545, Athens Center identified.
Israel 163, flight level 350.
Israel 163, roger.
Allow 383 with you at flight level 350.
Allow 383, identified. Good evening.
Athens Center, Charlie 312 at flight level 370.
Charlie 312, Athens Center, identified. Clipper 110, contact Athens Center on 123.83.
Contacting Athens Center on 123.83, Clipper 110. Athens Center, Clipper 110, good evening, maintaining flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Athens Center, identified. Calabrati. Clipper 110, contact Nicosia, radar on 128.075.
Contacting Nicosia radar on 128.075. Clipper 110.
Emirates 3 Tango Kilo, climb to flight level 400, report level...
Up to flight level 400, Emirates 3 Tango Kilo.
Nicosia radar, Clipper 110. Good evening, maintaining flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Nicosia radar identified. Good evening.
LL 387, flight level 330.
LL 387 identified. Good evening.
Haifa 704, flight level 250.
Air Haifa 704 identified.
Nicosia Radar Center, LL 571 with you at flight level 330.
LL 571 identified. Turkish 5300, roger. Air Crete 651, continue descends to 12000.
Leaving for 13,000, Air Crete 651.
Nicosia Radar Center, Air Cairo 2961, flight level 290.
Air Cairo 2961, Nicosia Radar Center, identified.
Nicosia Radar Center, Turkish 3 Papa Charlie at flight level 380.
Turkish 3 Papa Charlie, good evening.
Jordanian 551, flight level 380.
Jordanian 551, identified.
Turkish 109, flight level 310.
Turkish 109, good evening.
Echo 612, out of flight level 350 for flight level 360.
Echo 612, good evening.
Sunturk 1883 with you, 16,000.
Sunturk 1883, roger.
Victor Alpha, flight level 340.
Turkish 3 Victor Alpha, good evening. Air Haifa 704, traffic 11 o'clock, 15 miles, and Airbus 320, opposite direction at flight level 270.
We have the traffic Air Haifa 704.
Sundirk 1883, contact Ankara Control on 119.425.
Ankara Control 119.425, good evening, Sunturk 1883.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We're getting close to Beirut Airport. Should be on the ground in about 40 minutes from now, and we'll be starting our descent within about 10 minutes from now, maybe even less. In Beirut, it's currently good weather, just hot with 32 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, good visibility, good clouds, and we're going to land southbound, so kind of circle the airport northbound at first, and then to land north to south on runway 16, and a few minutes later at the gate. It's been a pleasure to have you on board. I do hope you enjoyed the flight, and looking forward to host you in one of our future flights in Pan American World Airways. Do take the next few minutes to get yourselves ready for the approach, as once we start our descent, at some point we'll get that seatbelt signs on, and you will be expected to stay at your seats for the remainder of the flight. We're currently cruising over Cyprus, and Larnaca is up ahead on the nose. In just a few minutes we're going to start our descent, and the flight attendants will stop their service. Once again, thank you for flying with us, and we'll see you all very soon on the ground. Alrighty, guys, we're
Super
getting
110, contact Nicosia radar on 127.075.
Contacting Nicosia radar on 127.075, Clipper 110.
Hi guys, this is Larnaca on the nose, flying directly over the VOR, and then after going direct to the beginning of our star, which is Kukla. From Kukla, we're going to track inbound 122 inbound Caldi
Nicosia
VOR.
radar, Clipper 110. Good evening at flight level 330.
Clipper 110, Nicosia radar identified. Good evening.
So yeah, track inbound into the airport, into the VOR, radial 122. Actually, yeah, we'll set that up later. Right now, it's tracking our INS, but yeah, track 122 into Caldi VOR from here from Kukla
Air Cairo 2961, contact Cairo
to
control on
Caldi.
124.7.
This is for landing runway 16. It is going to be a left turn to capture the DME 16 DME arc northbound to Zalka, from which we will join the ILS runway 16. Let's see if it has a transition. Like so.
Clipper 110, at your discretion, descend flight level 230, cleared for the Kukla 2 Foxtrot arrival.
Descending flight level 230 at our discretion, cleared for the KUKL 2 Foxtrot arrival, Clipper 110.
230. Let's see our distance. 123 miles. That's pretty good enough. Let's see. The only Zalka is a straight in. So from Zalka, it will be a right turn to intercept the final approach course for runway 16. The missed approach is going to be a right turn heading 250. Follow the radial, climbing the 2000, then as directed. I suspect we will be visual at that point, so we might elect to do that. Right now I have 112.6 tuned in, and once we get closer, we'll switch number 1 to 110.1. Minima for us today, category D, is 475. It is a 3-degree glide slope. 425. So we'll tune that in here, right here, and that's pretty much it. We're definitely in a good position to start our descent. So we'll stop, alt hold, and start descending.
Climb flight level 400, Emirates 3 Tango Kilo.
We've talked to the passengers. We have, let's see, do we have the radial? 1,
We have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Beirut.
And we can switch to heading
Stow your tables, fasten your seatbelts,
and switch to forward lock then
laboratories is no
to
longer
capture
allowed.
the star.
Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Here we go. Stop the alt hold. And let's see. Almost at the radial. We'll let it kind of naturally kind of flow into it. Runway 16 after we've landed, it's gonna be no auto brake with speed brakes manual, as always in this really nice airplane.
Echo 612,
It's gonna be a left turn, maybe November, possibly Kilo, and then immediately left onto Mike. And we're going to
Echo 612.
park somewhere here along Mike. Yeah, somewhere here. Let's see what does Saint Tension say. But first of all, let's see. This is a terminal. Parking position. We might have to do golf. Let's see. Yeah, Golf 19, which is right here. That's fine. So Golf 19 is right here. We'll just put it here.
Emirates 3 Tango Kilo, contact Beirut radar center on 119.3, so long.
And write it here. Golf
119.3, good evening, Emirates 3 Tango Kilo.
19er. Cool. In that case, we're fully ready for approach. We can absolutely capture the Vorlach inbound. We can do that here and here. We are currently descending. That's fantastic. We've got kind of slow here, which means we can absolutely pitch further down. I don't want to get too high and fast for the beginning of our DME arc. I would like by then to be established at 5,000 and slow down to 210. Speaking of which, let's talk real quick about the landing performance. So landing with flaps 50, VRF of 128,
109, contact Ankara control on 124.075, good evening.
Set the bugs.
Turkish 109.
And we can still push the engines just a little bit because we have no reason to slow down just yet. Let's do descent preparations.
Descent preparation checklist. Air compressors. Started. Fuel crossfeed selectors. Is closed. Center fuel boost pumps. Off.
Clipper 110,
descent preparation
flight level 180.
Completed.
Cool.
Descending flight level 180, Clipper 110.
Flight level 180. The transition level, I don't see that here. Stand by on that. Transition level is flight level 150.
Continue climb to flight level 360. Flight level 360, Saudi 261.
Let's turn off the dome light. It is getting slightly darker by the minute. Not quite dark, but it's getting there. Let's see, we're 80 miles away.
Turkish 38 Yankee, climb flight level 320. Climbing flight level 320. Turkish 38 Yankee.
Clipper 110, descent altitude 2,000 feet, QNH 1009er.
Down to 2,000.
2,000 feet, QNH 1009er, Clipper 110.
09er, and no, I know he said 2,000. We'll descend to 5,000, which is the charted altitude for the DME arc. One last look before it gets really busy. It is a nice sunset out.
Turkish 38 Yankee, descent flight level 280. Descending flight level 280, Turkish 38 Yankee.
Really, really nice. Poutine flare, good to see him, man. Yeah, Beirut, why not? It was a very fair destination for Pan Am at the time. Which means it's absolutely fair game right now. I will say this, the next leg, the Pan Am round the world trip at this era would fly then from Beirut to Tehran, then Karachi, then to India, and I don't want to do as many legs. I want to shorten it.
Clipper 110, contact Beirut approach on 120.3.
Contacting Beirut, approach on 120.3. Clipper 110.
We can tune 1009. We've been cleared to an altitude below transition.
Beirut approach, Clipper 110. Good evening, flight level 190 for 2,000.
Clipper 110, Beirut approach identified. Good evening, cleared Zalka transition. Expect the RNAV runway 16 approach into Beirut Hariri. Advise you have information, whiskey.
Cleared Zalka transition. Expect RNAV runway 16 approach into Beirut Hariri, Clipper 110.
Put a request for the ILS runway 16.
Requesting ILS runway 16 from Beirut approach now. Beirut approach, Clipper 110, requesting ILS approach to runway 16.
Clipper 110, expect the localizer runway 16 approach via the Kukla 2 Foxtrot arrival Zalka transition.
Expecting the localizer runway 16 approach via the KUKL 2 Foxtrot arrival Zalka transition. Clipper 110.
Localizer approach. Why? 600. Just above the 500. Why localizer though? I did put in the ILS. Here's Beirut. It's fairly visual. There's no problem. I don't need to push it. Clipper 110 requesting the ILS runway 16.
Clipper 110, expect the Kukla 2 Foxtrot arrival Zalka transition for the localizer runway 16 approach.
Okay, I think it's doing whatever, I don't know.
Expecting the QKL 2 Foxtrot arrival Zalka transition for the localizer runway 16 approach. Clipper 110.
Zalka transition is fine. The 2 Foxtrot is fine as well, but we will do the ILS. There's no reason why not to. I could do the localizer, but they're just insisting, and I can also insist. Let's turn off some of the lights here, not all of them. Poutine flare, yeah, the airport is back in development for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on over there in real life. I've never flown there personally. Yeah, could be interesting. Time to start slowing down. Let's slow down all the way to 250 initially? Yeah, 250. When we get closer, we'll do 210 for the approach transition. Even 200. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Pressurization mode selector. Set to landing. Pneumatics. Set.
Oh, database thing. Interesting.
Passenger signs. On. Landing lights.
Oh, the approach at the runway 16 with the Tolis never got the glide. Interesting.
Extended and on. Fuel boost pumps is on. Fuel heaters off. AC auxiliary pumps on. Speed brake lever full forward. Approach checklist completed.
Cool. Is the approach set based on real time? I have no idea. Or sim time? I really don't know how it does. How the sim does that. I would assume, my guess would have been based on real time, not sim time, but I honestly don't know. Here's 10,000. Oh. Okay, yes, we're ready with the landing lights. But anyway, so you're saying I should prepare myself for a case where the localizer doesn't necessarily work, which I will. So we need 16 DME. By then I want to be 5,000 and ideally 200 knots. We will do the DME arc based on the VR needle number 2 here. Before joining the arc, I will switch this instrument here to the 1.6 final approach course and the ILS. So we don't have a huge piece of arc here, but yeah, it's definitely going to be short and to the point. I'll probably do it manually as well, but we'll see. Maybe I'll even do it 210. No, there's no. Yeah, we'll do it to 200 knots, and as soon as we get close to Zalka, we will start configuring with the flaps as well. Set 200. Yeah, no idea. We'll find out. In any case, we do have visual with the runway. Let's just switch the weather radar already off. Rather, standby for now. But yeah, whenever we need it, we can just very quickly switch that. Let's tune to heading mode. And start slowing ourselves down, because we can still lose altitude on the arc, but I don't want to do it too quick, too fast. We have to get to 5,000 by Zalka. We're getting close to 1.6. Let's use the speed brakes here. I got 2,000 to go, so we can just as easily switch to that. In terms of 17, we should start our turn. 120, so it's like 040 for now for the arc. We'll do that. We can we'll switch the flight directors off so it doesn't bother us as well. And as for final approach is 110.1. 110 decimal.
220 knots, set flaps 14.
Roger, I don't need to do that just yet, but I am maintaining this to the 90 degrees and about 16 miles on DME number 2. Very cool. We can probably get rid of that. Very, very cool. Now the final approach cruise is 162. Oh, come on. Sync. Auto slew, that's the one. Almost at altitude, 16 miles, we'll keep the turn going. And we need 162.
Glide slope alive.
And keep turning. And leveling off. And out hold. 16 miles DME. Wrong knob. Here's Zalka, here's the VOR. Now let's set flaps 14. Set to 160 for now.
195 knots, set flaps 25.
Let's do flaps 25. We can start turning inbound and arm Vorlock.
Localizer alive.
Here we go. Yep, I guess no glide slope. So, luckily we are visual. Maybe. Yeah, something's definitely off.
165 knots, set landing flaps.
Okay, let's turn off this and just go
Clipper
visual to the
110
runway.
cleared for the localizer runway 16 approach via Zalka.
Cleared for the localizer runway 16 approach via Zalka. Clipper 110.
That's runway 16 right over there. You can just point and shoot over there. Gear down.
Gear down, 3 green.
Very cool. Let's set the bugs again. Set bugs. Fantastic. And we're just visual right now to runway 16. Flaps 40. Slightly high, but we're correcting. We're visual. That's pretty good. Let's tune out of the ILS. I don't want it confusing us. 112.6 is fine for the missed approach. 162 on the heading as well. Still have some time to go, but we're going to be fully ready in time. We have a very slow final approach speed today, so I'm going to hold off on setting the final flaps and getting the checklist done, but it is the only thing that we have left to do. One thing I need to do is this. Flight attendants, please take your seats for landing. Thank you. Still slightly high, so I'm correcting for that, but not terribly so, nothing crazy.
Clipper 110, contacts Beirut Hariri Tower on 118.9er.
Contacting Beirut Hariri Tower on 118.9er, Clipper 110.
Is that a backhorse? So it's behaving slightly like a backhorse, but even that is not fully aligned. Something is weird going on. Something weird is going on over here for runway 16.
Beirut Hariri Tower, Clipper 110. Good evening on the localizer runway 16 approach.
Clipper 110, Beirut Hariri Tower, runway 16, winds 240 at 12, cleared to land.
Runway 16 cleared to land, Clipper 110.
Clear to land. We got 2 whites, 2 reds. We're finally looking good. That's looking good. Below 2000 now. Laps 50. Increase the power, otherwise we're going to slow down and fall down out of the sky like bricks. Laps 50 is set before landing. Procedure and checklist.
Spoiler and rudder test guards closed. Engine start switches. Set to flight start. Passenger signs on. Air compressor 3 set. Set. Before landing checklist completed.
Nice city of Beirut. We can see they probably have really nice beaches. Getting a little bit high here. Ascending. Correcting slightly right of track. Speed is looking good. I'm not gonna be much slower than that.
Approaching runway 16.
Nice. I'm gonna try to be a little bit cinematic here as well. Airplane is nicely flying towards the runway. Getting a little bit slow, correcting. Slightly rolling to the left all the time.
$100. 50.
Hard idle.
30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes have reverse as normal and braking manually. We'll take the next one. knots. Cargo idle. And we made it.
Clipper 110, exit at Kilo if able. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Kilo is the next one. We have another runway to cross.
Exit at Kilo if able. Switching to ground on 121.9er. Clipper 110. Beirut, Hariri ground, Clipper 110. Good evening, cleared of runway. Ready to taxi to the gate.
Clipper 110, Beirut Hariri ground, taxi to Terminal A gate G19er via Alpha, hold short of runway 35.
So that's coming up
Taxi
right now.
to Terminal A gate, Golf 19er via Alpha, holding short of runway 35. Clipper 110.
Okay, hold short of the runway that's right over there after landing.
After
Procedure
landing checklist. Landing lights. Retracted and off. Strobe lights. On. Taxi lights. On. Starting the APU.
Clipper 110, hold short of runway
Flaps.
35, sky ignite
Up
on the
and
runway.
lights. Speed brake lever. Pull forward. Window heat. Off.
Approaching runway
Probe heat.
35.
Engine. Off and guarded.
Someone is on the runway. There
Galley
they are.
power. Set to off.
Oh,
Forward
nice.
Fuel boost pumps.
Very nice.
Clipper
landing
110, cross
checklist.
runway 35, then
Completed.
continue taxi via Echo, Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Cross runway 35, then Echo Lima Juliet Mike. Clipper 110.
Echo Lima. Juliet. Mike, interesting. Okay. It's a very long way of saying. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. Clear right, clear left for our clear across. Strobe light is on. It's gonna be a slight left turn onto Lima. To over there. That would be Lima. That's definitely not Alpha, like they say. This would be a much better way. I'm just gonna taxi there, which is not what Saint Tension is saying, but they'll have to live with that. Strobe lights off, and we're taxiing to the gate. Yet another beautiful flight. Thanks for joining me, guys. We're gonna get to the gate. You can get out with the passengers, go through immigration. I'll meet you after, or you can just wait and we can all go together as crew after deplaning is done. Go see what Beirut has to offer us for the night before we continue on eastbound, excuse me. The next one will be a long haul, just like I like to do in my channel. So slightly different stream. But yeah, really happy to be visiting all these places. It feels much better this time around. I know I feel immersed with St. Tensions and the flight engineer and the stream getting better. I don't know. It feels nice. I did consider doing all of the stops, but it's too much, to be honest. So I'm just gonna do a gonna resemble the Pan American Round the World tour. Let's see where 19 is. Oh, I guess we just passed it over there. But I do want... Yeah, that's fine. Let's turn off these. Radar is off as well. There it is. That was my gate. So just turn back around and join the gate here. But yeah, I'm gonna resemble the Pan American Round the World trip. Not exactly leg for leg, because it's just gonna be too many legs. But we're gonna still do the major events, the main the main 707, you know, flagship routes. The flagship legs are definitely going to be, we're definitely going to do them. As always, thanks for flying, guys. Do let me know in the comments what you have in mind. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas or whatever. Very happy to hear them. Now let's follow the instructions of the marshaller. And parking brake is set. Shutdown.
Shutdown checklist. Air conditioning. Off. Engine 2, 3, and 4 turbo compressors. Off. Anti-ice switches. Off. Essential power selector. Cut off. Taxi lights. Off. Beacon light. Off. Emergency exit lights.
Flight ends, disarm slides and report back. Thank you. Hey, are all the slides disarmed?
The slides are disarmed, Captain. We are ready for the next steps.
Thank you very much. Start deplaning.
Understood, Captain. We'll get deboarding started.
Deboarding, right? They call it that. Anyway, let's go over the chat stuff real quick.
Ground to flight deck, fuel truck is on its way.
Thank you. Let's see, I saw Captain Sammy latest video. He always does calculation at 10 to 15 miles margin. Most important calculation are from low altitude like 5,000, so awesome. Mr. Anderson himself, thanks for tuning in as well. Yeah, electricity in downtown, yeah, that's really nice, right? Nice landing, thank you, Anthony. I'm using the FSTO. No, this is the default scenery for Lebanon City and well, the Beirut City and airport. Runway 1735 is kind of level, never used unless 16 is closed. Yep, 16 was open. We use that. That's default. Yep, it is default.
Egypt 712.
Mr. Anderson, curious if anyone else has run into an issue with this airplane. Every time I try to load the version with SIVA, I get a scratched desktop. Hoping this awesome video means this has been fixed. Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Anderson. I didn't have that problem, to be honest. Thank you, Lisa. So I never had this issue, to be honest.
Captain, catering is underway.
Thank you. Catering does not
Ground to
interest me.
flight deck, catering vehicles are in position.
Thank you. I don't give a crap about catering right now. They can do their own thing. We're gonna be done with deplating and out of here and going to the hotel. The ground maintenance people can, as far as I'm concerned, take over the airplane. We can leave the APU for them. We're gonna be out of here as soon as the last passenger is deplaned. Yeah, Mr. Anderson, no, I did not run into any issues, thankfully, with this airplane. It's been working really nicely. The first flight, I had an issue with the SIVA. Honestly, I think I caused it. I think I didn't complete the alignment. I think there's an option to sync the INS with the route, and when I loaded the SIVA, I saw that there is a present position or a 0 position already loaded in. So I thought maybe it was assumed to be entered into the SIVA for alignment. So then I never completed the alignment process properly, and I think I screwed that up. But ever since then, I kind of, you know, did the whole thing without giving myself any breaks, and it's been working great. Like honestly. Poutine, yeah, bon appetit, man. Have a good dinner. Thanks for joining. And yeah, speaking of catering, yeah, this made you hungry, huh? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one, Poutine. Thank you. Anyway, this airplane has been fantastic, really. I love that there's a very fine line of simplicity versus complexity. This airplane lets me deal with flying, actual flying, you know, basic IFR, six-pack stuff, while managing, you know, speed and altitude and airline stuff with St. Tensions and the crew and ATC. But the actual systems are done by the flight engineer. For example,
flight deck, baggage loading complete.
Thank you. Those of you guys who have been following my channel for a while know that I love flying the Felis 747-200 in X-Plane 12, and it's a fantastic airplane to fly, and I do like messing with the systems a little bit, but having to do all of that stuff on the go while you're flying or taxiing is really taxing, and honestly it's less realistic. The fact that we have an auto flight engineer is very realistic. Like I've talked to several pilots who were flying around in this area, and they really didn't know the flight engineer's job that well. Like they knew the general things of it, but they couldn't tell you the flows verbatim. They couldn't recite all the flows exactly. They couldn't, you know, they couldn't just take over a flight engineer.
Catering is complete.
Thank you. They couldn't just take over the flight engineer's job on, you know, on a whim.
They, 712 contact tower on 118.9er.
Like they would be able to do most of it, but they would have to figure it out. It's not going to be that, it wouldn't be that natural to them. And the reason being is that, you know, it's a whole other job. There's flows, there's checks, there's a lot of things to do. And the flight engineer actually does that for you here. And that's fantastic, which lets me kind of know that the systems are good and they're taken care of, and I can just fly the plane. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut up, let you guys just enjoy one final time of ambiance here before closing down the stream. I'm gonna let the passengers finish deplaning, and at some point I'm gonna shut off the stream. Please go ahead and go through immigration. The crew will be down pretty soon, and we'll join you guys. We'll join you guys to get to the hotel and have a beer, and I'll see you guys in one of our future flights. Like I said, the next one is going to be a long haul, continuing eastbound. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a fantastic evening, and I'll be happy to read your comments, and see you on the next one. Bye bye, and watch for that call from crew scheduling. See ya.
Captain, the boarding is complete.
Just to break my own promise here, another very useful use of the flight engineer. We can just step off and head over to the crew bus while letting the flight engineer just securing the airplane for us. Same for the beginning of the flight. They would go like half an hour before the crew to get things set up for us, and we kind of stumble in just getting the navigation systems ready. Fantastic. Anyway, that's it. See you guys. Let's get out of here.